The supercharger pulley alone is good for anywhere from 20 to 15 to 20 horsepower and foot-pounds of torque. So the next modification on our list with our Stage 2 package is custom software. The first thing we're going to add here is basically our cold air intake system. The second part to that setup is basically our cowl modification piece. So no restriction there whatsoever. Nice big rear muffler cans to absorb that volume and give you a nice deep tone. So what's nice about the MSD coil pack is the next part of our puzzle here, or piece to the package, is these NGK Iridium spark plugs. These are a set of our polyurethane engine mounts.
Because I always knew, grew up, of course you want to modify the exhaust on whatever car you're driving because that's always a big performance upgrade, but I had no idea why.
Right.
I'm just sort of a poser. So learning this stuff
now
is
you know.
Very cool.
You know, otherwise you're going to be paying $1,000 to $1,500 for a new charger.
Whoa.
And so you can tell that it's got a dual filter mechanism here, a nice conical shaped base. What that allows the air to do is basically accelerate with little to no restriction into the intake system. The factory coil pack, lead number 3, which is labeled very clearly on the top of the coil pack here with numbers, tends to rust quite heavily. But what I can tell right now is that lead number 3 versus all the other leads is heavily corroded. Like I said, 75% of them have this problem.
Now this does raise the question, why number 3?
I don't know. It's like the total mystery. No one knows why number 3, but it always starts there and slowly migrates to all the rest. But it's always number 3.
Yeah, it was on mine too. I had that one done, and I remember
chalk it up to a manufacturing defect. But anyway, we're going to disconnect the wires here.
Or engineering brilliance. Maybe that's good for
something.
The engine.
You never know.
For all we know.
Where I can find a Cooper that runs good?
No.
So you take the customer's spark plugs and sell them on eBay?
Exactly. Clean them up. Make a lot of money. But,
so what you're saying is this whole video is a lie.
It's all a lie.
Because if it's broken, it doesn't work as well. I know that.
Right.
All right, everybody. So what we learned today is that's an easy to do install, even probably for someone like me. And we also learned don't drill a hole right here. It will not make your car go faster.
That just allows you to get more air in to the engine to begin with. It's a dog there.
Well, that's exciting. And after that, of course, you cut a hole in the hood, stick a big blower on it, and it's
exactly. All that crazy stuff.
Mini running on methane through Australia.